So good evening, this is my project for our EdTech. Once again, this is your teacher CT. This is a homemade graph chart that we can use in teaching our student how to determine the fluctuation of sales if it is going up and going down. As you notice, there are several variables in this one. In this right side, we have the numbers and then the projected years that we had for our sales. For the material that we used for this one, we have a white cartolina for this one, but as I expected, it's a bit short. That is the reason why we have an extension of our bond paper here. Okay, and then we also use an improvised line using a shoelace here and another shoelace here. So the goal and task of the students for this lesson is to determine what are the projected sales between 2016 to 2022. In the table that was provided to the student, it is already mentioned that between 2016 to 2019, there's already a projected number of hires for this one. I'll gonna be the first critic of my work. The first thing that missing here is the title of the graph, so that the student can determine what is the purpose or what is this graph about, and then what is this variable about. Of course, as much as possible, if we can label it properly, that's better. Same with the year, of course, we should label it properly. Those are the things that I think that can improve this material that we're trying to present right now. And there are two parts in the activity that the student actually has to do with this one. The first one is to determine the sales for the part B, and then for the part 1. And then they also need to analyze what would be the output hires for 2020, 2021, and 2022. Afterwards, of course, when you have a graph and you have the variables, you have to describe the illustration by words as well. So initially, I'm gonna show the students on how to start with this one with the given variables for the first 4 years of sales. Okay, as we notice in the graph, the variable that is present right now is the number of sales in 2016. So for the 2016, it's 120. So we're gonna mark the first line above the 100 and above the middle of 2016. And then for 2017, the projected output would be 1,800. So it would be below, just a little bit below 200, around this point. So let's put another pin here. And then for 2018, we're projected to reach 300. So it almost doubled. Wow, amazing. It's 2018 is 300. So 2018. So there's a very good lift here in 2018. Around this point. So I'm gonna pin it as well here. The next one, you have 2019 with 360. Okay, so we have it on space for 2019. So just around this point. I guess that would be perfect. Now, like I mentioned a while ago, the student also still need to determine the output between 2020 to 2021 and 2022. But the projected output of this one is going up. But of course, that's the reason why we have variables for the certain years. We have to identify on which point will it reach, so that it would be a very systematical, hypothetical business plan that you can present to your investors or to your business owners. And that's all for the project that we have for today. Once again, this is your teacher,